All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Wa Rakakodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of this whole entire earth, no matter where, whom they may be, or what they may look like. Pushing out this purified truth to the rest of the church who believe as well, including you women. To the dead in Yahweh Shai, also went the water to Yahweh Shai, because without him enduring and going to that cross for the nation of Israel, none of this would even be possible. Okay? We are in a time of prophecy. We are seeing so much happen before our eyes. We should be excited, and there's things that we go through that might try to bring us down in the spirit, but you got to fight those thoughts, man. Because we're in a time where the things that you're talking about, the things that you believe in, is starting to get presented to the world as being true. All right? Let me start with Second Ezra 14 verse 14. Let go from the mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature. So it's time for us to cast off the burdens of man, especially seeing that we are in some very, very prophetic times. We are in times that we wanted to see in our past lives and never got to see them in those lives. But now we're finally in the body. We're finally in the generation. We're finally in the age where we are seeing prophecies not only come to pass, but major prophecies that lead to the end of this world, which brings in the kingdom to come. So we got to set aside those mortal thoughts and cast away the burdens of man. All right. Although we're catching hell and things, you're also being blessed too. You can't just focus on the hell that you catch. You got to consider all the great things Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai has done for you as well. Like, for example, it's a burden that we have to get up, go to work and slave for these devils, but it's also a blessing that we have the ability to get up and go work, that we have the ability to use our hands and our legs and have the eyes and the ears that we have, man. So we gotta set aside thoughts that are heavy unto us, seeing that this presidential election, from what it's showing, Joe Biden won, and you have a lot of people who didn't expect that. And if Joe Biden wins, and then seeing he has a female as his vice president, Trump's all messed up in the head. He's talking about, basically the elections wasn't fair. It's not being counted properly. Fake news. All this is beautiful. All this is to cause division. Trump is nothing but a puppet. All right? A puppet by the elites. They set up these fake confrontations and this division to get people in the world to choose a side, whether Democrat or Republican, which they both come from the same evil empire, so to speak. Okay? Both wings are on the same bird. Both doors are on the same car. Okay? So you can't be messed up because of how things are in this world. You should be happy. You should be rejoicing. You shouldn't be thinking like mortal men think and saying, well, what if I don't get to see 2022? What if I don't get to keep my job? What if my living situation changes? To hell with all that, man. Now is the time to put off the weak nature and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. Amen. We are in those times right now. We got to haste to flee. We got to escape ourselves, and we escape through this word. And we understand what's coming. And why do we understand what's coming? Because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is dealing with us, just to cut it smooth and dry, cut it plain and simple, Amos 3:7, surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. Okay, we're the servants of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. We come humbly, but we're telling you what's to come, and many people are offended at that, and that's okay. Because we tell you the Lord's secrets, but because things don't happen right away, it causes people to become not only offended, but they hesitate to believe what we say. They actually hope that we're wrong. As I like to say, we hope in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. They hope in the fact that they want us to be wrong. All right? Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. The vision is at an appointed time, and we're in those times now. Here it is. Seeing this election has shown that Biden may be looking to be the next man running for, or not the next man running, the next man to be in the seat of the president. He is absolutely down with shutting down America in hopes of keeping control of the coronavirus situation, to keep it from spreading, which will do what? It will further the collapse of this society. It will further lead to the destruction of America. And me personally, I believe Trump and Biden, Trump and Hillary, or all of them, they're all in the same cahoot, man. And they act in front of everybody and make it seem as if this is all real. This world is a stage. These devils are acting in front of you. Do you think it's a coincidence that Donald Trump became president after Oprah Winfrey, I believe, 33 years ago, which that number itself is a number that the elites use, but roughly, 33 years ago, back in 1987 on Oprah Winfrey, I believe she had asked Donald Trump if he would run for president. And then there was an episode of The Simpsons showing you Donald Trump as the president. So do you think these elites decided to say, hey, that was actually a good idea? I saw a show on Oprah Winfrey, and she was asking Donald Trump if he can run for president. You know what? That'd be a good idea, guys. We should have Donald Trump run for president. No, that's not how it works. They set all this up. They prophesy and they use Hollywood as their tool. They use Hollywood as their scriptures, man, as their way of prophesying and bringing visions unto you. But the real vision's going to happen because you're not going to have to see it through the black mirror, aka your television or your cell phone or your computer. The vision's going to be right outside your door. You're going to walk outside and see this is it. This is Jacob's trouble. Okay? For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. And we know we're at the end. And one reason we know we're at the end, I'll get that here in a second. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it shall surely come, it will not tarry. Okay? So we understand we're at the end. And although we're waiting patiently, and it seems like it's tarrying, just wait for it. 2nd Ezra 6 and 20. And when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then will I show these tokens. The book shall be opened before the firmament, and they shall see all together. Okay? So the books are open, and through this internet, through the firmament, this word is spreading. Everybody's seeing this truth, man, throughout the whole earth. And through this word, this world is falling. Okay? So now that we're seeing this earth vanish away, we understand the end is tarrying, but hey, we're at the point now, just wait for it, because it's not about to tarry too much longer. Okay? We're at the end of America. Let's go to the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 39, and verse 16. All the works of the Lord are exceeding good, and whatsoever he commandeth shall be accomplished in due season. So all prophecies will come to pass in due season. So although it's tarrying, although the chip hasn't been fully forced on the people yet, although the economy hasn't fully collapsed yet, although America is still running, you know, you can still drive around and shop and all these things. You know, you got the new Xbox and the new PS5 coming out. You know, you have all these things, which, you know, in ways they're pretty cool, but in other ways they're really just used to distract people. Okay? You got to have balance. There's nothing wrong with playing video games and getting into movies or whatever you may be into. But understand the times that we're in, man. The works of the Lord are coming to pass. Okay? All the works of the Lord are exceeding good. And whatsoever he commanded shall be accomplished in due season. So even though Joe Biden's in office and the vice president's a woman, and that's out of order, really all this is of the Lord. This is how he set it up. So in the end, although all this evil is happening, it's really for the good of the elect. Okay? All things are good that come from the Lord. Why? Because really, the Lord doesn't do any wickedness, and all things benefit the elect. All right, let me see if I can find that right quick. Can't remember if it's in Romans. Or was it James? You know what? I'm gonna just go to Romans 8 and 28. Yep. Kahala Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Romans 8 and verse 28. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love the power, to them who are called according to his purpose, who were predestined from the very beginning. So no matter what's happening right now, although we're in some evil times, it's all for the good of the elect, man. And all works of the Lord are good, and all his works that he said will come to pass are going to come to pass. Okay? And a part of what's in his word is America's destruction, as it's called Babylon in the Bible. All right? So let's touch on that. Let's touch on Jeremiah chapter 51 and go to the last verse. Jeremiah 51 and 64. And thou shalt say, thus shall Babylon sink, and shall not rise from the evil that I will bring upon her, and they shall be weary. Thus are the words of Jeremiah. So Babylon is going to fall forever. She will never rise again. So what we're seeing is the fall of this society that has done nothing but captivate our people physically and mentally, has destroyed our people. And we've been in this condition that's been the worst condition ever for so long that a lot of us see it as being normal. So we understand, although things are tarrying, the scriptures tell you, hey man, Babylon's going to fall and will never rise again. All right? And you niggerillas, you're going to be condemned. You're going to be condemned right along with this place. All right? Let's touch on the book of John, chapter 3, and verse 19. And this is the condemnation, that light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. And I believe that word world here is cosmos. Okay? So the deeds of our people are wicked as hell. They're going to be condemned. All right? And this is the condemnation, that light is come into the world, and men love darkness rather than light. How did light come into the world? Our people hear this word, and they reject it. Why? Because they love wickedness more so than they love righteousness. Because why? Their deeds were evil. So they're going to fall right along with this place. That's a prophecy that is going to happen. But he that doeth truth cometh to the light, that his deeds may be made manifest, that they were wrought in the power. So if you're of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, you're going to be exposed as being of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay? John chapter 5 and verse 24. Verily, verily, I say unto you, the hour is coming, and now is, when the dead shall hear the voice of the Son of the power, and they that hear shall live. So in order for you not to be condemned, you have to believe. That's how you're going to be delivered out of what's to come. Because the fact that destruction is right around the corner, it is going to come. Although it's tarrying, you're waiting for it in a sense of knowing it is going to come. But you shouldn't be in fear, because if you believe in this truth, you believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and you put the faith and the works in, you have nothing to worry about. Okay? John chapter 5 and 24, one more time. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that heareth my word, and believeth on him that sent me, hath everlasting life, and shall not come into condemnation, but is passed from death unto life. Okay? So all prophecy that comes from the Lord is good. All right? Things are not going to keep tarrying forever. And although a lot of bad and evil is happening, it's for the good of the elect. Okay? America's going to fall. America's never going to rise again. Although it's tarrying, it's going to happen. And that's good, because the scriptures tell you that every work of the Lord is good. Okay? So all his prophecies are good. And you niggerillas, You niggas, that includes you Latinos and natives, all you wicked Israelites, you niggerillas will be condemned with this world. Okay? So, Kal Halal Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem Wa Rakakwadash, Shalom.